What's up, everybody? I'm going to be doing another Chainlink update video talking about what's been happening with the Link USD pair and also taking a look at the Link ETH and the Link BTC pair because they're both sitting at pretty interesting levels right now. But starting off, I have the Link USD pair pulled up right here. And you can see that we are still holding this extremely significant area of support here. This area that has confluence between this trend line that's been defining our bottoms and this support and resistance line. You can see that both of these support levels line up right about here, and so far Link has held it as support, which is good. Also, if you zoom in on the daily time frame, going by the daily candle closes, you can see that we are in a pretty obvious downtrend still. But if you look at market cipher B, the momentum waves have been increasing. So we kind of have a bullish divergence here. And I give this a little bit more significance because it's happening at this extremely crucial area of support. And if you come down to the 4-hour time frame, you can see that this entire time that we're moving downwards, not only have the momentum waves been moving in a positive direction, but the money flow on the 4-hour has also been getting closer to crossing over into the positive. So it's looking like Chainlink has a decent amount of strength as it's coming down to this support level. And just a few days ago, on December 13th, we got a bullish divergence on the 4-hour as we were coming down to test the support and resistance line. And since then, we're up about 15% from that level. And this is also partially because Bitcoin has been going upwards as well. So I'd say if Bitcoin can continue to move upwards or at least stay inside of a range, not make any lower lows, then I'd say it looks like Chainlink has lots of strength right here. Alright, so what I have here is a chart showing the Link to Ethereum pair. And what that means is this chart is basically comparing the price action of Chainlink to the price action of Ethereum. So when the Link ETH pair is on an uptrend, it means Link is outperforming Ethereum. But when the Link ETH pair is on a downtrend, it means Link is bleeding against Ethereum. Or other words, it is not performing as well as Ethereum is. And since August of 2020, which is about a year and a half ago, Chainlink has been bleeding against Ethereum. And this is something that we've been paying attention to for a while. Back here, when we were holding support on this level, which we had resistance on and then support, we were hoping that we might be able to find a reversal and Link might be able to make up some ground on Ethereum, but that did not happen. We broke down out of there and held support on this area for a little while, which you can see we had a little touch of support on right here, but yet again we fell down below it and even came up and tested it as resistance before falling down to where we are right now. This level is pretty interesting because if you look back at the only other time we've been here, we held resistance on this area 3 times before ultimately breaking up, but we never tested it for support. Once we broke up above it, we just went straight up. And so this level has not been flipped into support, at least till now, because it seems like we have been holding support on this level. If you go down to the daily time frame, you can see we've been holding this level since about the 4th of December. Now, there's no guarantee that this is going to be the bottom for the Link ETH pair. Possibly we end up coming down to this next level of support and resistance. But I think this area that we're in right now is definitely an area where we could possibly get a reversal. I think it's good that we have finally flipped this area into support. That is, if we can hold it, because we did have 3 tests of resistance before we were able to break up. So you can tell that this is a pretty significant level. And I don't really use market cipher on these kind of pairs. I don't trade them that often. I really only use these kind of pairs to know if it's a good time to maybe sell some Ethereum for Chainlink, or I'll look at the ETH BTC pair to see if I should sell Bitcoin for Ethereum. But I never really look at market cipher B for these types of pairs. But we are about to get a green dot on the weekly time frame, but there's a chance that might not be that significant. If you look at the last times that we got green dots on the weekly, it was back here when we tried to hold support on this level, but as you know, we did not hold support on that level and ended up coming lower. And the time that we got a green dot before that, the same thing happened on this level. So maybe the same thing could happen again here, but if you go to the monthly time frame for the Link ETH pair, it seems like we're actually about to get a green dot on the monthly momentum wave. And if you zoom in, you could say that this is a bullish divergence with the monthly VWAP here. I have no idea how much significance that is actually going to have, but it does seem like we are going to get a green dot on this monthly momentum wave. The VWAP is very close to crossing over. It could happen in like a month or so. So we'll see what happens when we get that green dot. Hopefully it means that this level is going to hold as support. That is what I'm hoping that it means, and maybe we can start working our way back up. And finally, I pulled up the Link BTC pair, and looking at the weekly time frame for the Chainlink to Bitcoin pair, it looks a lot better than the Link ETH pair actually. And that just shows how well Ethereum has been performing recently, because the only reason the Link Bitcoin pair doesn't look similar to ETH's is because Bitcoin has been dropping in price dramatically as well. But looking at the Link BTC pair, we are holding support on this very crucial support and resistance line here. We had plenty of tests of support and resistance on this level, and we're kind of forming a little triangle pattern here. Looks like the kind of pattern to me like maybe in a few months we could break up out of, and this whole area could be seen as an accumulation area. And the reason I say that is because if you look at previous price action, I mean, it's kind of just been like triangle formations going up this whole thing. It appears like they're just getting bigger and bigger. But the thing that you'll notice is we pretty much break up every single time, which means that typically Link is outperforming Bitcoin. So hopefully we can hold this support line, stay inside of this triangle, and eventually, sometime within the next few months, break up out of it. But I don't see it happening anytime within the next few weeks, which is good for those of you who are looking to accumulate some Chainlink. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and turning on my post notifications. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting on my channel, guys. So, thank you all very much. And I will see you all in my next video. Peace out.